leads, because we know the raw material or the input for a sale is a lead. But where do you get leads from? How do you generate leads? Do you stand in front of your gate and start saying, hey, I help you, or like Hannah's, like, I help you put your life in order, even your 20, 30, 40. Do we do that? How do you generate a lead? You know, how are you able to target and say, this is the kind of person I suspect could be a potential customer, you know, and how do I get them? Where do I get them? How do I know them? Because that's the most important thing. Like I've said, leads are the raw material for our sales. Without a lead, you can't get into a sale. So you need to have these leads. And that's where a lot of people go wrong. We go wrong there, where you're like, oops, niliuza by kibahati, or people just a word of mouth. But how do you intentionally go out to get leads into your pipeline where you can say that I have these people and I need to follow up? Yeah. So that is going to be our topic, because leads lead to sales. And the more leads you have, the more the possibility of you getting sales. And when I say leads, the right leads. We're not talking about just standing at the gate, because people listen to everyone. Even, okay, unfortunately to say, even on the streets, you've seen a mad person starts talking, people gather around to watch. Are they? I mean, people will listen to you, whatever it is you have to say. But you want the right leads. You want the right people who have the problem that you are providing a solution for. So today we want to show you techniques into how to generate leads, how to be able to attract people, people to come to you, people who need your solution, who need the service, who need your product, people who need that, so that that's what we want to do today. We want to have the discussion. So today we're going to have Lulu Rasugu, who's going to be our presenter for today. She's going to be able to tell us how to create an irresistible, how to generate and create irresistible leads, lead magnets that sell, lead magnets that get you the kind of people who could potentially be your clients. So Lulu, hi.
Hi, good evening. Good evening,
Evening to
Brenda.
you, Lulu. Great to see you. You're looking
Oh, thank you
fabulous.
so much.
Yeah,
Thank
you're looking
you.
fabulous as
Thank
always.
you.
And I'd like you to take it from here. Tell us, how do we get these leads? How do we create these leads? How do we, get these people that we want to potentially, who can be our potential clients? Okay? So
All right.
over to
All
you,
right.
Lulu. Yeah.
Thank you so much. Actually, today I am loving the energy in this room. And unfortunately, for those who have been, in our webinars, you have always seen Eunice here, but today we have a different face. So welcome to this webinar today. And today we're going to talk about how to create an irresistible lead magnet. And even before we start, today I just want us to have a conversation, around this. So as much as I'm teaching, I will not be alone. So it is a question and answer. So make sure that you are attentive, and I will gauge whoever is most attentive. There's just a surprise for you. So let's proceed. So since we have known each other, at least I've known Hannah Mbachia, at least I've seen Sophie, Brenda here, who else? Mary, Gaki, Benta, Julia, Susan, Sophie, Miriam. All of you, you're welcome to this webinar. So let's proceed. But even before I proceed, in case you're new here and wondering, okay, so I just saw this poster from somewhere and this really resonated with me. And I just want to, more about this, how to create an irresistible lead magnet. But now before we continue, you might be wondering, okay, so who's 20X? What's 20X all about? So 20X, it's a sales accelerator company that helps you accelerate sales in 3 to 5 years. And how, in case you're wondering, how do we do that? So how we do that is, first of all, by matchmaking of salespeople. I know you might be wondering, okay, matchmaking, do we use it in dating and all that? So why are you bringing it in here in sales? So we just don't believe in just taking salespeople and sending them out to your company. We actually look for the best salespeople. We train them ourselves. We also monitor them and make sure that they are effective and bringing you the right results. And also through sales training and coaching, we come to your company and train your sales department on how to actually generate leads, close those leads, and actually also look for the leads. So sales agency and management, this is whereby we do this work for you. For instance, if maybe, let's say, a relator company is looking to onboard a sales department. So they can be like, okay, I'm looking to onboard a sales department and I am lost. So how can I be able to do that? So here we come in, look for these sales people, we train them and do the back end with them. So we'll teach them how to create this sales process, and we'll also do them for you. So next is sales and marketing strategies. We actually come with a sales strategy for you and formulate a sales process in order for you to accelerate your sales. So let's proceed. But now, before I proceed, we have all heard, or I presume some of us have heard, about a lead magnet. Like I said, today it will be a very interactive session. So I need 1 or 2 answers before I proceed. Who has a rough idea about what a lead magnet is? Just an idea. When you think about a lead magnet, what do you think about? Like that word, lead magnet, what do you think about? Any trial? Like I said, the best person, I am gifting them something. So let's participate.
This is like
okay.
You can
Okay.
some...
Julius, please go on.
It's like I'd say like an advertisement that you can place somewhere, or a product that you use that will help people that don't know about you, know about your product, and be interested in it.
Amazing. Thank you so much, Julius. Who else? One more, then we proceed. I love that explanation. So who else? Today is a very interactive session, like I said, so no answer is wrong. Don't feel guilty about your answer. We're just trying to have a discussion. Anybody? Going once? Okay. So also please put it in the comment section. So, okay, I can hear someone.
Hello.
Hello, Sophie.
Okay, I just wanted to say that I think it's that winning touch that closes a deal.
Wow, amazing. I love that winning touch that closes a deal. Hey, Sophie. Now we are going to be co-lecturers here. I love that explanation. Okay, so let's get to it. So a lead magnet is an incentive to attract your customer. Yes?
Lulu, there's someone who's, Susan has put on the chat, a lead magnet is something of value that a business offers to potential customers in exchange for their contact information, typically their email address.
Wow. Now I can see that we have lecturers in the room. The next time I will give these lecturers something to teach. I can see we have good lecturers today. I loved Sophie.
From Venta.
Uh-huh.
I think it's a set of program or incentive that one has to apply to attract their clients and have them stick with the brand.
Oh, wow. Oh, amazing. Today I am loving these definitions. I can see a lot of lecturers here. And by the end of this webinar, I will tell you, go ye and spread now the gospel. What you've heard, teach someone else or do it in your business. I really love all the definitions. So in simple terms, a lead magnet is an incentive to attract your customers to your business. So like I said, today I'll be so practical that I will also involve people in the audience today. So even before we proceed, so who wants us to try with their business? So a lead magnet. Okay, before someone should volunteer, just raise up your hand. Then now we'll do it with your business. So since we said this is an incentive that helps you attract your customers to your business, then what are the different types of lead magnets we have? Okay, Mary, I'll go with Mary next. So types of lead magnets that we have, except from this webinar that we are doing, it's also a lead magnet. So one of them is an ebook, and an ebook is a text-based product that you write your that you pick a topic and now write let's say write the information in there, then now you post it on your social media platform and now get people to buy that ebook. Or maybe if it's a free ebook, you can decide to put it as a free ebook or charge at a certain percentage. So Mary, please unmute, then now we do it practically and explain. So Mary, please tell us about your business.
Good evening, everybody.
Good evening.
My name is Mary. I'm involved in the travels and tours. I own a tour company. Yes, I don't know how that would work out.
Okay, it's possible. So let's say Mary is a travel and tour consultant, and now Mary is trying to, get new eyes on her brand, and she might be wondering, okay, so how can I do that? So Mary will be like, okay, since I have learned one type of a lead magnet, actually I'll check. Okay, so my customer might be Brenda, who is 50 years old, and she has retired and she's looking for the best destination to actually go. And now she's wondering, okay, one thing that I hate is just booking flights and actually deciding where I will go and where I will stay and all that. So how can Mary get Brenda to her business and actually tell Brenda, oh yeah, do travel and tour consultation, and this is how I can help you. So she can decide to use an ebook and write her thoughts about, let's say a checklist on what you require and the best hotels that you can be able to visit during holidays. You see, now that has easen up Brenda's thought on, I just don't want to start booking flights and, also considering about the best hotels, maybe in Malaysia, the best hotels, maybe in Dubai. This ebook, a checklist on what I need so that I can be maybe in Maldives. Checklist if you're traveling. So that checklist via this ebook states everything from, which flights are affordable, where can I visit when I am in Dubai, or best countries that I can visit. Mary, are you getting my point?
Yes.
Yes. That checklist can have, best flights that you can actually use, and also which hotels you can visit. It doesn't have to be so detailed. This ebook is just a glimpse of what you can provide. Don't offer it as, like a novel. Just keep it 5 or 10 pages maximum. You see now this one, when someone reads it and it's actually a free ebook, someone will be interested and they'll be like, okay, wow, I've never thought about this. She actually knows what I am going through. And by this, Brenda will be like, okay, now I need to follow up with, this company. They have really understood what I am really going through. So you see, this has solved Brenda's issue, and it has also gotten her to my brand. Then now how can we take it from there? You see, that is one way, through ebooks, webinars also. So this is live or a pre-recorded product that you can actually post and get people to your brand. So this is what we are doing. So let's pick someone else. Who can we use and test it out with a webinar? Who is volunteering? Just kindly raise up your hand, or maybe I can just give an example. Brenda, also please help me monitor who has raised up her hand.
I'm monitoring, but no, there's no hand up yet.
Okay, sawa. Okay. Yeah. Let me use maybe, let me use Brenda. So Brenda is a therapist and she's wondering, okay, how can I get Nelly, who's 19 years old, and what she goes through. Okay, Miriam, sorry, we'll use you the next type. So Brenda, she's a therapist and she's trying her audience, these Gen Zs and the Alpha. So she's thinking, I'm really so confused and I don't know how to get these people on board. Will I be standing in archives since on Sunday they are based in archives and just pull one placard and I'll be like, yo, everybody, I'm advertising, I'm a therapist, so I need you all to come to my brand. Everybody will just be looking at, Brenda, like, okay, what are you talking about? High chances are they will ignore them. So Brenda has a social media presence and she's a therapist and she's wondering, okay, how can I be able to reach out to these people? And she'll be like, okay, so I am hosting a webinar and the topic is love and relationship. So Nelly, who's 19, she has been heartbroken by almost every guy who comes into her life. And she's wondering, oh my God, you know what this Gen Zs call it? Emotional damage. She has been emotionally damaged, but how can she start loving? With that, her confidence is lost, her self-esteem is low, and she's trying to become a better person in life, both in her career and also in, her personal life. So Brenda holds up a webinar talking about love and relationship. And now Nelly is like, wow, oh my God, for the past 3 months, I have gone through this and I don't know how to, how to pull this and start this healing journey. And this is something that Brenda has hosted. So let me be part of it. And now due to that, because for Nelly, she doesn't like, Nelly is a Gen Z and, things to do with reading and just taking a novel, it's just work for her. She doesn't want that. She wants something that she can interact with. She loves, building relationships and also relations and network. So she'll be like, okay, this is so nice. This message speaks directly to me. So what does she do? She sends to 10 of her friends, 20 of her friends, and now they join for this webinar. What has Brenda done? Brenda has gotten Nelly and co to her business just because of that topic. And also she understood what her ideal clients, please, who's that? Julius, kindly mute. So Brenda understood what Nelly wants. Nelly is a Gen Z and she doesn't like books. So the best way she can attract her is through a live, a live product. Get in to her panel. So are we together? So let's move on to the next type of lead magnet. So it's called a challenge. So this product is whereby, okay, thank you so much, Sophie. I love the reaction. So please keep reacting. Like I said today, it is a very engaging. So if you find that aha moment, just clap or put it in the comment section. So a challenge is a type of a product that gets people to engage with your content, and it also encourages them to be part of your process or your journey as a brand. There are different types of journeys that you take your clients through. So they'll be like, okay, so let's use Miriam. Miriam, please unmute. I have not forgotten about you. Miriam, please unmute and tell us what you do.
I'm a realtor in the coastal region of Kenya.
Oh, coastal region of Kenya. So Miriam is a realtor, and who are your target audience, Miriam?
My target audience are people who are above their mid-30s and above.
Okay, mid-30s and above. And so this type of lead magnet is whereby that you bring them on board and start building that conversation. So how do we do that? We host a challenge. Let's say, for instance, you're a realtor and you have this land in, let's say, Makindu, and you're thinking, okay, so how will I get these people, this mid-age, to start buying my products or just to see my brand? So I'll be like, okay, let's host a challenge whereby the Twende Tukazeeke challenge, whereby this challenge will be, we come together as this mid-age and try to look for a suitable place that we can rest. We are heading towards retirement. And now this Twende Tukazeeke challenge is whereby a group, you post it and you say, we need maybe a group of 10 that will just be visiting. We as a realtor company will help you visit places that you desire. And now this group of 10 people, after we visit these places, then we'll help you pick a suitable place that you can be able to build. So this challenge might be ongoing for 7 days. So that challenge is just helping them visit one location to another. Because I'm just thinking, this mid-30, they're like, okay, I don't want to be visiting places that I literally don't know. So how can you people be able to help me sort that problem out? So every Saturday, it's fun and tour. So every Saturday, we pick a place, visit that place, also include games. Please, team at the back end, try to help me mute. Yeah, so thank you. So every Saturday, Miriam, I pick a place and tell them, okay, this Saturday we are visiting Mikindani. I don't know if that is in Coast, but I've ever had something like that. And when we visit that place, we'll be showing these people the opportunities for also investing, opportunities for, maybe doing farming and all that. Then now within that place, we host some fun activities for them, fun and educational, that they'll be able to see, okay, as much as we, it is tour and fun, but now you put games that Gen Zs relate to, put something that they can actually be able to relate to, games that people can be able to relate to. So you'll be doing a 7 fun and tour challenge for them, just helping them visit places. And now with that, you involve fun and show them, best place to actually invest, do farming and all that. So at the end of those 7 Saturdays, they'll be like, okay, since I know you people, I have really enjoyed the conversation. So you see, you have built conversations with these people. They have seen what you people do, and they have seen the lands that you people offer. They'll be like, oh, amazing. I have actually enjoyed myself. This has helped me rejuvenate because I've been in work like almost the whole 7 days. And this Saturday, as much as we have been visiting places, I've been actually learning a lot out of these places. So then at the end of the 7-day challenge, then now you host people, training, you host people. So at the end of that 7th day, now you get people to sign up for places that they have been interested to. You have also included fun, learning activities, and you have still utilized the fact that you have shown them your places. So don't just, you see, these are different things that you could actually do with different types of lead magnets. So next is assessment stroke test. So this is an online product that actually involves quizzes, that involves questions that people can key in and get to learn more about maybe themselves, and to learn more about themselves and understand themselves, so that they can be able to improve their life one way or another. So let's use Brenda, who's a therapist, and she's trying to get new eyes on her brand. So how can she be able to do that? She has optimized
Actually,
her profile.
Lulu,
Yes.
Lulu, we actually
Yes.
have a therapist, Susan.
Oh, wow.
So
Susan.
Yes.
Leo ni siku yako, Susan.
Sophie says, wow, 20 to Kazeki, great idea. But Susan had
okay, let's use Susan.
Yes. She helps people live a holistic life by navigating through everyday life challenges. Then they do this through various life skill programs. We start from children from 4 to 12 years, teens, and young adults, 20 to 25. So let's use Susan.
Okay. Susan, thank you so much. Let's use, I've been talking about therapists. Kumbe kuna moja hapa. So let's use Susan. Susan has optimized her page, but no one is getting to her page. And Susan is like, what? Kaimwaza ni, hii mwaka tulisema ni mwaka ya kuforce vitu na ku-excel. But no one is, trying to patronize my business. I'm really trying, and I'm wrapping up my head around it, and I am not getting a solution. So how can I be able to do that? Since Susan is a therapist and she deals with children, she has optimized her page and everything is running. Now Susan will be like, okay, so I have an idea. What if I use an assessment and test and I'll put it in my link in bio so that I can attract parents to help them sign up for one program that I have. So Susan will be like, okay, let me come up with a test, maybe a personality test that is 5 minutes. Or let's say, Susan, please, you're a psychologist, help me. What other things that maybe can be able to gauge maybe a child's performance? You guys know those tests. So just unmute and let me know. Or maybe if she has commented on the comment section, please let me know.
She just say, yay, personality, she just said personality test.
Okay, good. Personality test. So Susan doesn't want to be like other people, everybody has heard about personality test. You're a male flag or ENFJ, but I've never understood those things. Susan will help her. But now Susan is like, I don't want to be like everybody who just keys in what has been your attachment style with your parents and all that. Susan will come up with good questions that now will probe the parents to start thinking about their children and with their personalities. Susan will be like, okay, I will come up with this 5 minutes test and I will put it in my, link in bio. And now I'll create a poster that, in order, have you ever had a problem understanding your child better? Right? Then now in that flyer you put, visit the link in my bio to do a free test and get to understand your child better. So one parent, and you have run ads, and now one parent will be like, oh no, I'm trying to understand my child. My child is not, my child is just giving me stress from here to Timbuktu, and we keep on arguing every now and then. Right now, nimeosha mkono na mi nimeenda. Kila mtu hii dunia, nimekurelease, we fanya venye utafanya. But really deep down, there's just something that, maybe you have not understood who your child is and their personality. So Susan will craft a test, like a 5 minutes test, and put it in the link in bio. And now do as good poster is, have you always had quarrels with your child and never, getting to a solution? Please, don't say please. Why am I using please? Click the link in my bio and do the test to understand your child better. So they'll be like, okay, let me fill this test, fill this test 5 minutes, and now they are done. And now, after that test, definitely it will probe the answer. So your call to action will be book a 15 minutes at the end of that test, book a 15 minutes call, and let's get to understand your child better. Now, you have communicated, first of all, the pain of your client. You have gotten them to do the test. And now your call to action will be book a 15 minutes call. They'll be like, oh my God, this person is so interested in understanding me better. Let me book this 15 minutes call. And it's actually 1,000 shillings. Okay, you have also gotten that person to your funnel and you have something in your pocket. So you see, that is an assessment that has solved this need, and it has gotten a new client in your business. And actually, after that 15 minutes call, therapy for children. Now you see, you have met that person's need. Chat box. So for the online quiz, this is a product whereby it's either recorded or it's a recorded online courses. This is a product whereby you host it on a platform. It's a video-based product that you host it on a platform and now get people to learn more of what you know best. So if you are, let's take Hannah Mbachia. She's a financial advisor, and her number here is her target audience. Maybe it's the millennials who are trying to advance their careers. Just a minute. Okay. Sorry. So Hannah Mbacha is a financial advisor, and millennials are really thinking of, oh no, I need to advance, I need to get, more money and save more, and just also for enjoyment, hard work with no play makes Jal. As much as I am saving, as much as I need to earn more, I need also to rest and flex a bit, do holiday to Maldives, do holiday to Dubai, So Hannah will be like, okay, so I need to target these people, and their major issue is in saving and also debt management. And I'll be like, okay, so these people need some, knowledge on this. How do they save better? How do they come up with emergency funds? So Hannah will be like, okay, I'm hosting this. How do I bring people to my funnel? First of all, I'll do a webinar for them on how to, save better. So I am doing a free webinar just to get those millennials to my brand. Then after the webinar, I have taught them and they have seen the value. Then after the webinar, at the end of it all, I'll be like, okay, I am hosting a 7-day course whereby I will be working with you one and help you save better, invest more, and put money aside for your holiday. So you have gotten people through, you have gotten people to see your brand through this webinar, because for them, what they like is to interact with people better. So this webinar will be the first phase of bringing people into my funnel and bringing those clients to my brand. So I will host a webinar. Then after the webinar, I will upsell them to my 12 weeks course of financial freedom. And I'll be working with them one-on-one to make sure that, you know, they have zero debts, more investments, and they have money aside to visit the best places that they have ever desired. So then now the next type is quizzes and surveys. So quizzes and surveys, this is a digital, it's also a text-based product that you get to find more information about what your clients need, their pain points, and also just to try and figure out who is your target audience. This is best for people who are starting out, startup companies, and they are trying to find out what challenges does my audience really face and how can I serve them better. So creating quizzes or surveys, let's say, for instance, Julius, who is starting a tech, can we do a tech company? Let's see, maybe Julius is a doctor and Julius is, you know, trying to see how he can be able to get, you know, more eyes on his hospital. And he just started out and he's thinking, okay, I've been able to, you know, post things on social media and just getting 1 likes, 2 likes. And I'm like, okay, this is so frustrating. And I seem to be so confused about who will I serve. So let's say Julius will now do a survey of, you know, what problems do you go through, maybe as a diabetic, what do they call them, as a diabetic person. So you're trying to focus on people who have diabetes, and how can you reach out to them? So you create that quiz and now put it also in your link in bio, and now create a poster that, okay, questions related to diabetes. Do you ever want to be free from diabetes? Fill in the quiz and get to know more about, you know, diabetes. So he'll come up with different questions just to get to know more about, you know, that diabetic person. Then now that person will fill that quiz for 5 minutes. Then now the answer will prompt there. Okay, this is what maybe you're suffering from and all that. Then book a 5 minutes call so that we can be able to understand you better. Has Julius gotten his people, his target audience? Yes, he has done a survey and seen how many people, you know, suffer from diabetes and all that. By the end of it all, that 15 minutes call will help him actually know that these diabetes people, this is actually what they go through, and now this is how I can start crafting my content around it to be able to reach out to these people. So that's it. And also the last one will be, we have a lot, but these are the main ones that we have tested and they have worked. So templates. So these are guides that you can be able to create to help someone solve their problem. So let's use our social media manager or a digital marketer who deals with CEOs, entrepreneurs, and freelancers. And one of their pain points that they go through is, I don't have time to create posts. at all, like literally don't have time to create posts. So what is the way out? And also reels, it's just so stressful. And also content calendars, it's just so stressful. Even Mary, who is a digital marketer, will be able to create a content calendar, a pre-filled content calendar that has dates, formats, and content. Okay, so sorry about it. Technical issues, but I don't know. Please let me know if you can hear me.
We can hear you. You dropped off at some stage, but we can hear you. We can see you and hear you.
Okay. Okay. Can you see my screen?
Wow.
Share
it. It's we can't see the screen.
Okay, sorry. Okay. Yeah. So I was trying to explain about the templates, and I was using Mary, who's a digital marketer. So Mary knows the CEO is so busy, and right now, or the entrepreneur, right now he doesn't have capacity to hire and pay that digital marketer to handle the back end. But she really needs some content, how to create a content calendar, how to create content, and also the visual, the posters and the templates. So what Mary will do, she will create a template, a pre-filled content calendar. There is written dates, content format, and posting type. So with that, and she will actually, in the maybe let's say content type, she will write, okay, reel, single post, carousel, video. So she will create that template as a guide for you to create your content better. So what you'll just be doing is filling, the caption, you write your text there, you write what you want to post on Monday. It's an actual calendar, but for you, you're just filling it out. So on Monday, this is what I'm going to be posting. And she has also indicated what kind of content format are you going to do on Monday. Then you'll choose the checkbox will be a video, single post, carousel, and maybe a live video. So for you, that is a template that you can be able to use to guide you on this creating content. And so I was doing a research, and with Seller is a hosting platform that helps you host your digital products. And one of the things that, since it's a hosting platform, they said 3 lucrative digital lead magnets that have done well, both in 2023 and 2024 till now. It's ebooks, which I talked about, courses, and membership. So I didn't talk about membership. So membership is also a digital product that helps you, that you design it in a way that people sign up for your products per season and also per time. So let's say, for instance, a coach who a productivity coach, and he's trying to take people through that productivity journey. And he's like, okay, how can I be able to make sure that people achieve their goals? And how can I get people into my funnel using this lead magnet? So they'll host a webinar talking about how to craft how to craft your goals and win this 2024. And people sign up in the Gen Z and Alpha. People like Nelly, people like maybe let's say Faith, people like who else can I think about a name? People like Annie. So they're Gen Zs and they're trying to get their life together, and this coach wants to help them improve their lives and their productivity and their personal life. So he will host a webinar talking about how to craft a winning goal setting process and how to stay productive this 2024. So he will host that webinar. Nelly, Annie, Lucy will join in. They'll be like, okay, so we have heard about goal setting a lot, but I somehow miss it. So what can we do next? They're asking maybe Mark, who's a productivity coach, how can we win? So Mark will be like, okay, I am hosting a 3-month program, and it is membership based. And for these 3 months, you'll be paying for the basic plan, the program.
Lulu, you're muted.
We can't hear Lulu.
Lulu, you're muted.
So yeah, I'm saying it's raining, but let's try to move. Sorry. So I'll be disconnected once in a while, but please bear with me. So we've talked about the templates, and we've talked about the lucrative digital lead magnets that Seller ranked like the top best selling. So how do you, with all these types, how do you cash out, or how do you sell on a daily basis with these lead magnets? So first of all is identifying your target audience. What do I mean by this? Research, who do I want to serve? What are their pains? What are their desires? And what do they want to achieve? And now with that, you ask yourself, so I have done my research, and now I know I want to serve, as a therapist, I want to serve specifically the millennials and the alpha. So you have already understood, okay, alpha and millennials and Gen Zs, those are the 3 people that you want to serve. Start segmenting them. List specifically. So list them as you have listed them down. the Gen Zs, the Alpha, and the Millennials. So segment, what I mean by segmenting them is categorize them each with their pains and their desires. With that, you can be able to see, so how can I serve a Gen Z better? Because Gen Z, it's not the same, they're not this, they don't have similar characteristics with millennials, they don't have similar characteristics with Alpha. So how can I serve them better, each one of them? So with them, with you segmenting them, now you can form like good lead magnets, and now you can see where do they hang out most, how can I reach out to them, what messaging specifically speaks about them, you know, how can I craft my messaging to speak to their pains, their desires, and their achievements. Then now we go to defining your goals. Okay, so with this defining your goals, we have the objective. So I know my lead magnet, I know my target audience, but now what, after I have segmented them, what now objectives do I want to achieve with them? So these objectives helps you understand that, okay, how can I be able to serve them better, and how can I reach out to them better, and how can I start that process with them? So, and also about the metrics is measuring, how will you be measuring your success rate? You get? Then the next thing is selecting the type of lead magnet. After you have known your objectives, is who am I reaching out to them, and how do I want to reach out to them? Which social platform do I want to reach out to them? And how will I also measure my success in terms of with the numbers that you would have gotten, how many people would have, you know, signed up and all that. So select your type of a lead magnet. So with you segmenting your target audience, start analyzing, okay, how can I, what type of lead magnet appeals to them? Is it a free trial? You know, millennials maybe love free trials, and they just want, they're always, okay, not millennials, let's do the Gen Zs. They're always curious. By the time they tell their parents, I need this program, they're like, okay, how will it help me? So maybe can you create a free trial or a webinar that will speak to them, or give them a discount for your first time offer, or, you know, host quizzes to just interact with them. And now after selecting that type of a lead magnet, now content creation. What is your value proposition? As you have chosen the Gen Z, the Alpha, and the Millennial, what messaging will speak to them? What is your value proposition? When I mean about the value proposition, what specific message will you be communicating to them that would solve their problems? So after you have identified your value proposition, now when it comes to design, okay, the Gen Zs, they just don't love boring posts. How will you design your carousel? How will you design your single post? Or how will you, you know, communicate using your reel in a way that they can be able to engage with it and also interact with you in the comment section. So this segmentation helps you know how they want to be communicated to. And now when it comes to copywriting, we are talking about the copy, the messaging in this. So you have maybe designed your reel and you're talking about love and relationship. So in your copy, which is your caption, you'll be like, how many can you relate as a Gen Z? How many heartbreaks have you gone through and not succeeded in healing? And now continue with that, then come up with a call to action. You see, that's really, actually the headline probes them to start thinking of, hey, this person understands what I am going through. Let me immediately comment in the comment section. I don't know if you've gone to TikTok and seen, you know, these people cracking jokes and, you know, using video content that is relatable to their audience, and you find a lot of comments and they're like, oh yeah, I relate to this. Kwanza me last night, this guy just broke up with me via text and it was very hurting. And I'm being frustrated because these people, they know what their audience wants and they have communicated in the reel, and now even the comment, the caption, it just speaks to them. And what will they think the next minute? They're like, oh yeah, I relate to this. What's me? I was just so heartbroken last night and I don't know what's going on. I just feel so confused. Who will help? You see, even in the comment section, you're forming a community. Many people texting, and you find out that because of your caption, someone is like, okay, this is how I've been able to go through this heartbreak. This is how I've been able to do this. And you just formed a community. And within the comment section, you're asking people, so are you guys comfortable doing a hangout or a virtual coffee? They're like, oh yeah, let's do a hangout and just talk about, you know, what we are going through. With that, you've gotten people to your brand, and now you've taken now it further that people are taking ownership. Like they're saying, let's meet. This is a very serious discussion. And with that, now you teach them, you get to have conversations with them, and voila, you upsell this program that you're having. You see? Now that will be the beginning of success for you. So we have actually talked about publishing. Publishing, we look at which platforms do they really like to hang out. You know, you can be a therapist and you're serving millennials, alpha, and Gen Zs, and you're on Twitter, and kume them, they're on TikTok. That is where they relate. So you see, you're like, okay, let me push on LinkedIn because I'm very sure that is where they hang out. I am sorry to inform you that they hang out on Twitter, on TikTok, on Instagram. So you go where they are. Don't just say, okay, it is LinkedIn that I love, tunaenda na hiyo. Let us move. We move. But really, where do they hang out? Get to ask yourself such questions. And okay. So now we have come to the end of this discussion, and I want to ask one or two people. Do you have any questions whatsoever? Please, 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 just type it in the comment section if you have any question. Like I said, this is a little bit different, whereby we're just interacting and getting to know each other better and try to solve each other's needs and pain points in the comment section. So we have come to the end, and I would really love to journey this, you know, this journey with you and help you craft these lead magnets and hold your hand to craft these lead magnets and help you sell out daily. We have actually one of our participants who's Hannah, and she has been selling out on a daily basis. She can just, you know, she'll just unmute and just tell us. And it wasn't just us waking up one day and saying, okay, you guys, let's go and sell. Tunaenda kwa milango, tunaanza kugonga one by one. Unajua una financial policy, kuja hapa tukusaidie. No, there's just a process, and if you do it right, you can be selling out daily like Hannah. She'll just tell us. So I am offering you this 5-day challenge. We will go with you on this journey 5 days and help you understand your customer better and your lead generation process, and actually craft that lead magnet that will help you sell and cash out on a daily basis, and also get more leads on your brand. Please, team, mute people. And also we'll teach you how to close sales effectively. So it's not just you joining in the class, maliza tukiendanga, no way. We will actually sit down with you and I'll tell you, this is what you need to do. We will actually track, okay, this is is where you're going wrong. This is where you need to adjust. This is how you need to tweak your content to be able to speak specifically to your targeted audience. And now my offer is, I just want 3 people right now. 3 people. I'm only taking 3 people who will pay. Faith, you'll just put in the pay bill or payment process. I just need only 3 people who I'm giving 4,000. I'm selling this offer at 4,000. 3 people who will pay now. A free consultation. We will sit down with you and analyze your brand. I'm giving a free consultation. Only 3 people.
Lulu, Sophie has raised her hand.
In terms of, does she have a question?
I'm not sure. Sophie, your hand was up.
Hi.
Hi. Hi, Sophie. So yeah, Brenda, please be monitoring. In the meanwhile, Faith, please put the payment details. So I'm actually giving only 3 people a free opportunity, just paying 4,000, going through the class, and after the class, I am giving you a free consultation. I will help you craft that lead magnet and help you with the back end of even boosting and doing Facebook ads to be able to get your client. Only 3 people for tonight who will pay right now. Then I'm giving also the other people who will be interested till Thursday 9 a.m. to pay 4,500. And now after Thursday 9 a.m. we go back to 5,000, the initial fee for the course. So I just want 3 people and a free consultation. Consider this a free consultation. With this free consultation, I will check your page and do a page review and now help you craft your messaging well and help you create a free magnet that can get people to your business. And I'll take you through the process and I'll do it and I'll get results. So just only 3 people, I'm just giving 4,000 plus free consultation, just like that. We will craft irresistible lead magnets. So with that, we come to the end of this class. So for more information, so as the routine here, Faith will post the LinkedIn page, and just right now, just pick up your phones and just type what was your aha moment and what are you looking forward to accomplish after this class. Faith, please post that LinkedIn page and just tell people, yo, this is what I have learned, this is my takeaway, and this is my action. Because as much as we are learning here, you also need to do it practically. So I'm taking in questions. Brenda, is there any question that question, comments?
Susan says, I'm interested. Yeah, there's a question. What is the difference between a lead magnet and a sales funnel?
Okay, a lead, let me start with the sales funnel. A sales funnel is a process whereby you actually form to make sure that people get to know your brand and actually close the deals. So there are different, within the sales funnel, we have customer journey process. So with the customer journey, we have awareness, we have awareness, we have relationship building. So with different kind of your customer journey, you're able. So where can I start and how can I start with my lead magnet? A lead magnet is actually an incentive. Sales funnel. Sales funnel is like a whole system on the back end that you're able to take people through once they get to your brand. I don't know if I've explained it better. Because in your sales funnel, you'll actually look at the sales strategy. What is your sales strategy? How can I reach out to my people? And what will I be doing so that I can get these people? Now we start, first of all, with your sales strategy. And now secondly, with that, now we do a lead magnet. So you have the sales strategy, and now the lead magnet is what type of a lead magnet what type of incentive will I use to attract my audience?
Okay, Mary says, thank you for using my business as an example. It was very insightful. Loved the meeting.
Okay. Thank you, Mary. So anyone?
Bent also said this was an awesome webinar. Thanks, though I'm still on the road, could not manage to participate. Sophie, like in marketing, there's a question Sophie has asked, like in marketing, what percentage would you advise is a fair amount to invest in any lead magnet? Maybe that we can be able to take it offline because it will be long and I can see time has gone.
Okay, I didn't get the question. Please repeat.
What percentage, like in marketing, what percentage what amount of your gross sales, what amount of money can you put as a cost in market for your lead magnet? So what I was saying is that now it has a lot of
yeah, because we'll have to we'll have to analyze how much do you earn and how much can you put aside, because there has to be return on investment. So we need to check how much do you earn and how much do you need to spend so that you can be able to earn this, to bring in like returns. So you just don't wake up one day and say, okay, I want to do like maybe an ebook and tomorrow, so I want to spend this amount, like maybe let's say 5,000. So we'll actually have to check what has been working for you, what has not been working for you, and what does your sales process look like. But just an overview, these digital products, people really, we haven't been spending like a lot. So I can say for an ebook, I can just give like a rough estimation. For an ebook, you can actually do a free ebook just to get people to see you. And now when you are maybe boosting, you can use from 3,000 and above, because right now in Facebook, there are a lot of people who are running ads, and you who's doing $1 per, $1 per day, and there's someone who's doing $20 per day, Facebook will prioritize the person who's doing $20 per day because they're all in it to make money. So with an ebook of 5 days, 3,000, that's a good start to, start on. And you can actually utilize it using Meta Business. It can run through Facebook and Instagram. So Brenda, is there any other question, concern, comments?
No other.
Okay, so I need us to, there's a link that has been posted here. I need us to go on LinkedIn right now. Just take your phones and, write what has been your checkout and what are you looking forward to execute. Let's do that. Before that we wrap up, in case there's no question, I'll just be here and answer more questions. So 3 people. I have not seen the 3 people. 3 people, I'm waiting for you.
We just have Susan who says she's interested. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Susan, the payment details, I think they're there. So that's the first person. 2 slots remaining. Only 2 slots remaining. So Susan, if you pay 4,000, consider yourself getting a free consultation from me as soon as you're done with the class. Free consultation. Free consultation. So Faith just put up the payment details. So 2 slots remaining, just want 2 more. Faith just put up the payment details and your number. So if Sophie confirms and pays, then I'm going with her and we'll dive in. So thank you everybody for participating. This was a very interesting session and I loved everybody's participation. And I'm looking forward to let me create a lead magnet to sell an item and invest in them. Okay, thank you so much, Susan. There's a link for LinkedIn. Just post it, what you've learned, you take out there. So in case you have any question, please feel free to reach out to us. And let's start this journey for you growing 20 times in 3 to 5 years. Growing 20x in 3 to 5. Okay, Susan, today I can't have a conversation because of my throat unless we do Kesha, inshallah. Okay, Susan, I'm hoping to see you be part of my 2 people who I'm offering a free consultation. Just 2 people remaining. 2 people. Imagine I'm doing a free consultation and I'm checking your Instagram bio and I'm checking your Facebook bio and I'm checking also your LinkedIn. Come on. Just 3 people. Aki 4K. 9 is service enye. Guy. Just 4 people. We'll do profile review for Facebook, LinkedIn. Question. Susan, please ask your question. We'll do it with you. We are going to do it with you because it's practical. I don't know if you guys can see this. It's a 5-day challenge. The investment normally it's 5,000, but now I'm doing it at 4,000 for 3 people plus free consultation and 4,500 till tomorrow 9 a.m. So this 4,500, you'll just go through the class and we'll be able to hold your hand. You create, it's a do it DIY, do it for yourself. But now these 3 people will do it with them plus a free consultation, just checking how their page is it well optimized, and is your lead generation good? So yeah. Susan, I hope I've answered your question. Share the poster with the information. It's this one, and this is the offer for tonight. Faith, you can also put your number in case someone wants to reach out to you. Let's see. Okay, sawa sawa. So just 2 people remaining, and I close my offer. Sophie, I think you've taken 1 slot, so I have 2 people remaining. Imagine, I'm whooping off 1,000 off. So it was initially 5,000, now I'm doing it at 4,000. 2 slots remaining, then I close my deal. Okay, so right now is 8:35. So by 8:45 we log off. So we are here in case of any questions, concern. Yeah.